EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerge from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Throwing again. Eason. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he stopped immediately there. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
They run out of the gun to Swift. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Ball carrier. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing deep for Galladay. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle.
1 yard.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Eason. A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie, Jeff Okudah. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown.
Number 19, Kenny Galladay.
Kenny Galladay, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead.
It's one thing to be known as a guy who can make big-time plays downfield and gain almost 20 yards per catch. But how about the guy who knows how to put the ball in the end zone as well, and that's Kenny Galladay. He's an absolute threat every time the ball goes in his area. Led the NFL with 11 touchdown catches last year. Kenny Galladay is a guy that I'm glad that I never had to try and cover when I was trying to be a defensive back.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson, there on the coverage.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Agnew now to return. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Lions will take over.
23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter. And the Lions add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Jaguars, nothing.
Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Eason off the play fake. Looking long for Westbrook. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
On first down, Stafford here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown.
Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
The kick is
and
good.
It's up and good.
That's the score. Lions 21. Jaguars nothing. Matt Prater to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
No hesitation. Don't try my patience.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Eason. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
At the 47-yard line.
From the gun is Eason. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Eason got an open man. Keelan Cole. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, Eason. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, pick up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Stafford going to give it to Swift. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. That's going to be caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 37. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
That's the score. Lions 28, Jaguars 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Stafford here coming off his pick six. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker Miles Jack able to knock that one away.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, Make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up first and 10 at their own 37. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a great defender. Everson Griffin making a great defensive play there for a loss. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. They go play action with Eason. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
13.
Operating from the gun, Eason. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
For the Jaguars.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you're content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Lions, first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Fourth touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Lions add on to their lead. Prater on to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Jaguars 14. Matt Prater to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, Eason. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
And sometimes change can be good, and Chris Conley with a nice catch there is showing us exactly how. First 4 seasons in Kansas City, kind of buried on the depth chart there. First year in Jacksonville last year, career highs in yardage with 775, and added 5 touchdowns to that list as well.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Mike, 53, Mike.
Play action, it's Eason. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's Amendola now, jet sweep. And some space here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And this one taken in by Cephas. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From the gun, here's Stafford. And this is caught at the 8. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Looking to throw. Swift. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Jaguars 14.
They'll run for it with Peterson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Adrian Peterson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Lions 42. Jaguars 14.
After the touchdown, out is Prater.
Under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
He finds an opening past the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line.
That's good.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 45 yards on the ground.
30-yard line.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. About 3 yards there to the 27.
28, the ball carrier.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Yo. Let's go.
Eason on second down. The open man is Westbrook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, when the Jaguars want to throw the football, they often look to D.D. Westbrook, who just completed that play there. 101 targets, 66 catches for both 2018 and 2019.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Jaguars on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Eason to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more. I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Here's Amendola now, jet sweep, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. They try to catch him by surprise there on 3rd down, but this defense, they were all over the jet sweep. And it's oftentimes all about what you're doing on the backside of the defense, whether it's the defensive end or the outside backer, who's setting the edge. And if they don't get blown off the line of scrimmage,
they can really wreck a play. And in this case, they were able to make the tackle for a loss as a result.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Westbrook now on the return. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And out will come the offense as they take over.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Tracy Walker in on the tackle. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no game.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
And this will be a Jaguars first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Now they try the right side here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now it's Eason on the option. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Jake Ryan.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And 4.
Throwing is Eason. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Here we go again.
First throw now for the backup Bortles. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When they'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
And they will take a knee here. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Lions, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.